This week's episode is actually highlighting something that's been going on for about a decade now, but it's news to me, so I'm sharing it with you. The Adirondack Daily Enterprise reported on May 14th that the Uihlein Farm in Lake Placid was to be the site of a new Motus tracking station, the first in the central Adirondacks. Being unfamiliar with the Motus system, it was time for a deep dive. It turns out that the Motus Wildlife Tracking System is quite the innovative solution for transforming how wildlife is tracked across vast distances. It was launched in 2014 by Birds Canada in the US and Canada. As of 2022, there are 1,500 connected stations, collecting data from 34 countries and counting. Tracking wildlife with radio transmitters is nothing new, or at least not that new. It has been used to keep tabs on creatures small and large. The information has been invaluable in developing conservation plans and policies. Transmitters can now be made small enough to affix to even small insects, with the longevity of battery life being the only real obstacle. However, tracking flying animals like birds, bats, and insects over large areas poses significant challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is deploying enough receivers to get consistent data. In the past, tracking animals has involved getting personnel out into the field, chasing targets with mobile equipment. Often, this means scrambling across challenging terrain. Many migratory birds don't stay in one area too long, meaning individual efforts can often be limited at best. This is where Motus comes into play, offering a groundbreaking approach to wildlife tracking. Motus is an international collaborative network that uses automated radio telemetry to track hundreds of individuals from various species simultaneously. By sharing data between researchers and dispersed receiving stations, the system significantly expands the potential of radio telemetry. Essentially, everyone is sharing receivers, which greatly increases the reach and effectiveness of this technology. And the new station in the Adirondacks will provide yet another point of reference among hundreds already in existence to further increase the scope and accuracy of data available to all. Motus tracking is our logical next step in the Uihlein Foundation's 6-year partnership with the Adirondack Watershed Institute to augment existing research on grassland birds and their habitats, said John D. Leekley, Uihlein Foundation chair. The station will add a valuable Adirondack link to Motus tracking systems worldwide. At the heart of Motus is a philosophy of community science. Researchers, educators, organizations, and citizens around the world collaborate to conduct impactful research on the ecology and conservation of migratory animals. The system tracks the smallest animals possible with high precision, both in terms of time and geography over great distances. This community-based approach means that every participant is part of a global effort, combining local and regional projects into one massive collaborative network. Motus operates through a network of coordinated receiving stations maintained by various independent stakeholders, including researchers, nonprofits, governments, and individuals. For this concept to work efficiently, it relies on a centralized database and management system that all participants use. Crucially, for tags from a wide range of different entities to be detected by the network, projects, receivers, and tags must be registered with Motus. This centralized approach not only maximizes the use of scarce research dollars, but also makes data more valuable for future projects and large-scale analyses. One of the remarkable aspects of Motus is that there is no cost to register a project and receivers with the network. Shareholders can contribute data from their receivers and utilize resources on the Motus website for free. However, to have transmitters detected by the network, they must be registered with Motus, and there is a nominal fee for this. Looking to the future, the project hopes to have 2,500 permanent stations by 2030, with the cooperation of at least 25 agencies and coalitions. By fostering global collaboration and resource sharing, Motus enhances the ability to track and study migratory animals, leading to better conservation and ecological understanding. Don't stop here. Find out more. Visit the links in the description below for more in-depth information on the stories presented in this video.